All right, for this inequality here, notice that we have a variable here and one right here. And you don't have access to those variables until you first apply the distributive property. So that's the first thing I'm going to do on each side before I try to do anything with like terms. So here, I'm going to do negative 2y, right? Negative 2 times 1y is negative 2y. Negative 2 times positive 5 is negative 10. Notice, be careful. This is not being, you're not distributing the 2 over here because that's not inside the parentheses. So you're just going to bring down your plus 24. Bring down my inequality sign. Distribute again. 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times negative 1y is negative 2y. So that's the first step. Use the distributive property. And now we're going to look at the like terms. So I have like terms here on the same side. So that's what I will start with first, is the like terms on the same side, because I do have like terms here, this 2y and this 2y, but they're on different sides. So always look for like terms on the same side first. You don't have to, but it's a recommendation. Just to simplify things, it'll be easier when they're together. So negative 10 plus 24 is positive 14. And then I bring down my inequality sign, and we get 14 minus 2y, because I didn't do anything on this side yet. And now you can see that we're getting closer to solving for y. So there's no more like terms here, no more like terms here. So now I'm going to work with the variable next. And I usually recommend start with the variable that has lower value, but you can see they both have the exact same value, so it doesn't matter which one you want to make a zero pair with. So I'll just make a zero pair with this one. Opposite of negative 2y is positive 2y. What I do to one side, I got to do the same thing to the other side, positive 2y. And you can see it just happens to make a zero pair in this case. So that's gone, and this is also gone for the same reason. That's a zero pair. I'm going to bring down what's left, 14. Bring down my inequality sign, and 14 here. So when I read this, it says 14 is less than 14. And that's actually false. 14 is not less than 14. Had this been with the equal sign, 14 is not less than that, but it is equal to it, then it would have been true. But since it doesn't have that, 14 is smaller than 14 is false. And when you have a false statement, right, well, anytime you're solving an inequality, if the variables cancel out, you just check the truth value. Is it true or false? And if it is false, your answer means no solution. There is no number for y that when you substitute it in here, so any number for y, whenever you substitute it, it will never make this true, that this side will be less than this side. It's never going to happen, because all this up here is really a disguise for this. So all we really have is this inequality. They just added some variables on both sides, made it look a little more complicated, but this is really representing this. So that's why, since this is never true, then this will never be true. So that's why we put down in these cases that it's no solution.